Never thirsty. Never thirsty.
He's back.
Oh, I'm back. Okay. That works. Technology. Yeah, so there's some there might be some ODB stuff coming out that's unheard of.
How many different like ODB sort of branded deals are there? Like, is there ODB like lighters and rolling papers and all that type of stuff?
You know, we don't have that. We don't have the CBDs or cannabis right now. But we have about 16 partners, 16 licensing partners, mainly apparel. We love t-shirts, but you know, whatever makes sense. And for us, it's about the fans. So I want to give ODB have such a unique life. And what the estate has told me is we want to make sure the fans are always having fun with whatever we do. This is not a money play. This is not a money grab. We're not putting them everywhere. Right. This is like, yo, if the fans can do it and have fun, then we got something. So that's the charge from the estate, you know, to make sure it makes sense and that, hey, we want it to be like a new experience. Like we just did a deal with Super 7 where they had these figurines, these like action, like G.I. Joes. Come on. It's like, that's right where, you know, it's like, who didn't have a G.I. Joe action figure, you know?
100%. Those are so sick too.
So we're just...
I gotta get that.
Yeah, so what you want me to mail you one?
Put me on the friends and family list.
Yeah.
So now you've actually like had a sort of a taste of. Now this is just me from the outside, so correct me if I'm wrong here. But it's like you're going along here, business is going well. This is a really interesting artist, you know, a very unique artist that you get to sort of manage the estate of, and film and television stuff start getting in here, and now you're sort of starting to see new areas where things, you know, how things work, and you know, it's an exciting world. And then maybe if I'm getting this right, now you yourself are expanding your operation to include film and television, and you have a new venture where you're raising money to you know, sort of fund sort of your own projects. Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, 100%. Like, you know, give you a little background on me. You know, for 20 years I've been in entertainment and I've been producing, you know. So like when you talk about producing, that's near and dear to my heart because I know what we go through, you know, as producers and making content. And for us, we were like, you know what? We have this business model. We have this car. We need some gas to make the car go.
Yeah.
And we also want to bring people along, right? Because we got this problem in Hollywood where they're not talking about diversity. They're not making diversity and inclusion happening. Still.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know what? It's in our DNA. It's in our business model. So we don't have to learn diversity. So let's go out and do an equity crowdfunding, reach the people, you know, we're doing it on WeFunder and it's under 4 screens. And you can be an investor. Like it's not a donation. We're saying come be an investor with us. You're part of our first round. So then we get diversity of investment and diversity of ideas. And now we go out and we might raise some money through VCs or big time investors. We can do all that. But we want the people to come along first on this journey. So that's what we're doing with our equity crowd raise. We're doing we're getting investors and we're starting this way. But
would you say that though in like 2021, 2022, and then probably in the next 5 years, that there are going to be new opportunities that didn't exist 5, 6, 7 years ago? Like, do you think that, like, have you seen any sort of change? Because I think that the timing for what you're doing, it's a great fight, obviously, but I think the timing is great because there actually will be hopefully more people that are wanting to do this type of tell these stories. You know, it's like, there's clearly something happening. There's a shift happening in some way, no?
Absolutely. I think the demand for diverse content, for content that looks like
people want to see
it.
They don't want to see the same stories every time.
Yeah, like look at us, right? We're here. We're all different colors. We're all different backgrounds. People don't want to see the same people doing the same thing. And it's like we make that content. And so we make content that looks like the people watching it.
Yeah, I like that.
And we're in a good position for our future projects because all of our future projects are inclusive. So all of those will go. So we have an animated series, hip hop animated series. We have, a movie coming out, God, that we executive produce. So all of these will fit the bill. So I think in 5 years you're going to see that, and we're going to lead that charge of, diversity and great content.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
As they said, it's happening right now.
Happening now,
Right.
live.
Yeah, right on the screen.
That's it, man.
Let me ask you, do you guys have a record coming out, a secret old dirty bastard record that we've never heard? Or what? What's going on with that?
We talk to a lot of people. So we all, people approach us. We have to figure out what's what. But there's plans. There's materials out there, and we're like, okay, how can we get this out to the fans? That's our number one mission. So I can't drop, but we always are working 24/7.
So there might be an album, sneaky little album, hidden tucked somewhere.
It might be something. There might keep your ears sharp. ODB.
All right.
It's yeah.
I mean, I can imagine that, you hear stories of like Jay-Z goes into the studio and like 2 hours later he recorded a whole album. Like, you know what I mean? It's like guys like just recording. Lil Wayne goes in the studio and records like 27 songs in like 3 hours. ODB seems like the type of guy that could have done that. He's the type of rapper that could have gone in the studio, throw on a beat, and just be him, and you can record like 9 songs in like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. You mean when these guys, everybody you named, ODB included, they love what they do. So it was like, it's like there's nothing to go in the studio, hit the record button, and people are talking, kicking it,
like
and then
Snoop even at this point, probably Snoop at this point is like that for sure. Like you could record probably like 100 Snoop songs and like
easily. I mean, when you love what you do, there's always going to be something somewhere. Somebody had the record button on.
Yeah.
Never thirsty.